I am a resident of Nepean, now Ottawa, since 1974. My relationship started with the Queensway Carleton because of the company that I run called Kott Lumber. The Queensway Carleton asked the different businesses in Nepean whether they could contribute some money, and I decided to send them a check for $5,000. We have given over the years more, and then finally foundation needed some people, and they asked me if I had any interest in not just giving money, but spend some time there as well.
It's always been a very soft spot, the Queensway Carleton Hospital. We saw the hospital sort of starting, and yeah, it was really in our backyard because we lived in town at the time, behind the Queensway Carleton Hospital. It's wonderful to see that the Queensway Carleton Hospital has grown the way it has, and serving the community. You know, my grandchildren, I have 3 grandchildren, and they were all born at the Queensway Carleton Hospital, for instance. It's wonderful to see how it all evolved.
Our services and programs cover the very broad gamut. There's very few things that we would not be able to treat or to diagnose at Queensway Carleton Hospital. And the donations that we receive directly tie into that ability to achieve that vision of being in an innovative role. We need to provide the proper bricks and mortar and facility, and government does provide nowadays about 90% of that, so we still need to fundraise 10%. It used to be a lot more. But this is the kicker. It's the equipment that is really 100% that we have to fund. So it's absolutely critical that we have that support from our communities that we serve, because without the modern equipment, you're not going to be able to use your full potential, if I can put it that way, and the best possible care that we can provide.
It's a wonderful thing to work for a hospital. You're giving back something to the community if you do this kind of work. Apart from the fact that I learned an awful lot being a member of that foundation. And I also learned a lot more about the requirements that hospitals have and the purposes of why we're doing this fundraising, which was coming from Europe. We're not used to this kind of stuff, so it was a totally new experience for me that we're actually having to raise money to keep a hospital going.
You know, it's been a fascinating journey, and it still is a journey for the hospital. I have to say that there's a lot of opportunities still remaining, and frankly will be for a long time at Queensway Carleton. So it's an exciting place, it's a dynamic environment, and it's just been frankly a lot of fun.
If you think about how in the last 30 years how the West End has grown. It's wonderful that the Queensway Carleton is there, you know.